Okay, what do we got here? Why hack? A good question really, with an answer that has many possibilities. Wait a minute, what's this one? Reported clearly hacking? Now what could have prompted a message like that? Oh yeah, if I remember rightly it was yesterday. For a slight change up of pace I decided to switch up my score streaks. I just grow slightly weary of running the standard stealth chopper, canine unit and swarm combination. So as a change of pace I decided to try something I haven't used before. And that's the AGR unit. Actually, tell a lie, I used it when the game first came out and I think I remote controlled it myself, which didn't have much of an effect. If there's one thing I can say about this, it's that it just doesn't need your help. This self-protecting mechanical beast has the ability to run round and spot enemies that are even behind it. So if it ain't broke, then don't try and fix it. But this was a half-decent game, and for once I decided to switch up my usual running into enemy problems kind of tactic and rein it in a little. Hide in a few doorways and just make sure the coast was clear before I stepped out. A tactic you sometimes forget when you get a little bit excited. Now, that said, that seemed to be working in my favour. It's now unfortunately becoming apparent that I have made a couple of videos regarding the randoms and noobs that you play with when not accosted by a party of friends. So as usual, on goes the lab jacket, out comes the Bunsen burners, on go the safety goggles, and we'll start experimenting. And I do believe that I think I may have found the cure. You see, let me start from the beginning. The game before this was terrible. My teammates were terrible. Everything was terrible. One of the tactics I decided to use to sort of help myself along through the game was to equip the overkill perk. Have a riot shield on my back and keep it on my back. I thought this would possibly be a well-spent tactic and point, for the simple fact that I find myself in a lot of situations where I see a teammate watching a certain area, and I think that's fine, he's got this one covered. I'm just going to mosey on to the right and then, oh, hang on a moment, I've just been shot in the back. Ah, thank you teammate, your reactions didn't save me. I'm so glad you allowed that man to kill me first before you decided to put down your biscuit, pick up your controller and kill him. So at least if I'm running a riot shield on my back, this might give me some element of protection. However, I was completely wrong, because this tactic comes with one major problem. And that is, like moths to a flame, your teammate can't help but shoot your riot shield on your back. Yes, you get trolled by just about everybody. And when you've got bullets, whether they be friendly or unfriendly, bouncing off your riot shield, it all has the same effect. It makes a hell of a lot of noise, it shakes your controller, and therefore you turn around and react. Only to find that the people charging towards you have the green names above their head. Yes, all well in fun and jest, but then it's when you turn back round to head the way you were facing and find that your reactions could have saved you had you not have done that 180, that you get killed by the enemy in front of you. Well, thanks for the distraction guys, trolling attempt succeeded. So no, that one was a no-go area. 6v6, 3 of them are pathetic. One of them is a window-licking sniper that has no intention of playing the objective on a kill-confirm game. Hence the reason why you see so many tags spinning around. So that just leaves me with 2 split-screeners. Excellent. If only I could just widen this party and invite a few more friends. Make it a 9v6. Ah, yes, I actually can. The tactic is to stay alive as long as you possibly can and acquire as many AGRs as you can. The personal bodyguard. Now the party's just got interesting. I've poured some whiskey in the punch and now Grandma's dancing on the table. It's time to bust things up. But I guess from an enemy point of view who see me at the end of the game go 62 for 2. Maybe they will think I'm hacking. Maybe they do think I've got something going on. And I have. Their head's on spikes. It's a simple combination. Who says you need high score streaks to get high killing games? It's not always the case, thank goodness. I think one of the funny things is when you do keep it low, you keep it constant. There you go, have another AGR. How about another lightning strike on top of your head? Do you know what? I'm going to stick another stealth chopper in the mix. The more the merrier. Come hither my friends and join in this party. Bring your own booze and guns. You see, the one thing I will say about the AGR is that normally with your general score streaks, you can only have one at a time going off at any time. But with the AGR, it seems apparent that you can have as many going as possible. On this game I had 3 simultaneously running round, so that transformed a 6v6 into a 9v6. Except for the 3 little robots running round were better than the other 5 remaining teammates I had. That's it, you run along little scamps and pick up those tags that the robots leave behind. That's pretty much all you're good for. It does leave me thinking one thing though, quite a scary thought. What about if you played in a party and everybody had this score streak set up? Lightning strike, stealth chopper, AGR. Just think if you could have an extra 6 players to your team. 6 AGRs wheeling themselves around on their motorised wheels like some badass pensioner with a bazooka. Actually, I don't know which is the scarier thought. 6 AGRs or 6 pensioners with bazookas. Anyway, sorry team, sorry, yes, I hacked. You're right. Because that's apparently the case now. If anybody does any well at this game, they've got to be a hacker. Anyway, that's enough about that. Let's have a talk about this. This is Arthur. Arthur's a cheeky little black cat that I have strategically hidden around this gameplay somewhere. There's a chance he could have already been on, or maybe he's knocking about in the remainder of this gameplay. Now I don't know if you remember a couple of videos I told you about my ideas and suggestions. This was one of the ones I did a while back, where I just randomly hide something amongst the gameplay and then just give you a bit of a challenge, see if you can find it. And then the first one to find it who might want to post a video on my channel, just tell me the time and the place and the whereabouts of where you saw Arthur, and follow that message up with I'd like to post a video. And by all means, if you're the first to spot him, you can. If you wanted to just play along, then just send me a personal message anyway, just so nobody else can see, and just tell me where you think you might have seen him. And then if you wanted to leave me a comment and just let me know whether you thought it was a good bit of harmless fun, then please do. And we'll do it again. I'll see you later, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you find the cat, Apocalypse and Arthur done.